Welcome back to the channel, YouTubers. Thank you for tuning in today. I am Alona Umakuro, and in this video, we're going to continue on our series on how to avoid errors on documents in your loan signing packages. So before we jump right in, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get the final video in this series when it drops, coming out next week. And after that, we have a bit of an announcement. But today's video, we're going to jump right in. So we're going to look at the note. And we know that the note is so important because if there is no note, there is no loan. So this is an example of your standard note. And typically it is about 3 pages long. And it'll look something like this. You'll see the date, the city, the property, address, and of course, the note is the borrower's promise to pay. So on the note, similar to the deed of trust document, some notes you will see in either the bottom right corner or the bottom left corner, you will see initial lines. If initial lines are present, be sure that your signer does not miss putting their initials on those initial lines. For this example, there are no initial lines present. And if there are no initial lines present, I think we went over this before, you do not get them to put initials there. You don't want to make any alterations to the document that aren't required. So that's number one. Check to see if there are any initial lines present. And if there are, get your signers to initial. Also on the note, on the signature page, you will see where it asks for your borrower's seal or signature. Again, this is not asking for you to notarize here. This is asking for your borrower's signature. And your note is not, you notice that you do not see a notarial certificate here on the note. So this is number two. This is a common error. Notaries will notarize the note. The note is not notarized. This is signed by the borrower or by your signer. So that's number two. Make sure that you do not notarize the note. And just a standard rule of thumb, if you don't see a notary certificate, you do not stamp. You only stamp where you see your notary certificate. So that's number two. And the third thing, similar to your deed of trust video that I did, never add a signer to your note or delete a signer from your note. If there is a discrepancy between what your signer is saying, the person's listed should be on the document and what's actually in front of you, contact the people who hired you and let them correct that mistake. So to recap, this is our note. We want to look for initial lines on our note. If they're present, that's number one. Make sure that you don't miss initials. Number two, you do not notarize the note. If there's no notary certificate, it's not notarized. And number three, you want to make sure that your borrowers sign their names where it says seal. You're asking for your signer's signatures. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, my name is Alona Umakuro, and we will be back next week with with our final video in this series. And we cannot wait for you to tune in for that and tune in for a special announcement. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.